Hi everybody, this is Leonard, and I'm going to show you some new stuff that's available for the Fiat 500s and possibly conversion of the POUC 500s with a POUC engine and a Fiat transmission. This is a new CB joint that I got from Ritz Fiat in Germany, and it looks like he took a Citroen CV joint and cut the housing down and put this triangle piece in there. And what it does, it allows you to make tons of horsepower, and it transfers the horsepower to the rear wheels. And it works, and it's almost friction free, as like a CV joint would be. This is the old style Fiat where the axle goes through this hub piece here, and then this piece connects on the outer and inner axle shafts, and it's rubber insulated inside. So what happens is, if you got anything that's got any kind of horsepower at all, it just shreds the rubber out of these things. So anytime you're trying to put some horsepower to the ground, these things don't last very long. They were made to handle about 13 horsepower, and anything past 20, then they start aggravating the situation. Where these things, these will probably take 50 to 75 horsepower easy. And the way they work is this triangle piece here slides on the shaft like this. It replaces this part right here. So when you stick it inside here, it's a gimbal, and it rotates and swivels around, and there's no friction on as far as the angle. No matter what angle it's at, physically works. And then you have a nice boot to cover, put the grease in, and keep that thing lubricated. But good idea, super strong. You can see the construction of this thing's a big old forged piece. Sure looks like it's off a Citroen. I have to go through my books, and just like I said, this conversion of somebody's, but it sure looks like a standard Citroen. But maybe this part's different here. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. And this will fit the 126 Fiat 126 Panda transmissions. So this is the bigger shaft, and then here's your normal Fiat stuff. This is a late model Fiat by the size of this housing here. There's a 3-bolt and a 4-bolt housing. 3 bolts are really the early stuff. They have a smaller shaft size, and then they went to 4-bolt with a bigger shaft size. That's it. I thought I'd show that to you, and I'm going to take this over to the transmission to give you an idea how this thing goes on here, so you know what I'm talking about. This thing slides on the axle shaft like that. So when this axle's going up and down, it's changing the angle of attack every time I move it. So that's what makes it unique, because it takes all the pressure off the transmission. Here's the POUC transmission Fiat conversion, and I'm a little shy of light right now. Let's see if I can put some light on the subject. Yes, no? Yes, there. A little bit better view. Anyhow, that's what the Fiat conversion looks like. I'm waiting for a throw-up bearing right now. Once I get that in there, I can button this thing up, get it in, and get this thing fired up. Okay, that's it for now. Ciao.